You guys are the best always and ever. All right. So Mr. Kelechi is coming to take the stage and he will take us away with his lovely session. All right.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Uyi, for beautiful introduction. I want to thank everybody for clapping and all. This is Mr. Kelechi Nkwacha, and you are all welcome. Okay. Yes. Like I introduced myself, my name is Mr. Kelechi Nkwacha. I have my glasses on, so I can see each and every one of you here. I can see your beautiful and handsome faces. So we are going to go straight to the point. We go straight to business. So we see what we have here. So we are going to be looking at um, unlocking the power of AI in building a successful business brand. Okay, so that's what we are going to be looking at today. So, how many of us are excited and ready? So, we are going to just go straight into it. So, but before I continue, I want to tell you guys a story. Okay, it's a real life story that happened sometime, some 200 years ago in Borom, Jos. Okay, so they appointed a new king, they coronated a new king, and the king said, "Look, I want to eat rabbit, only rabbit. That's the only thing I want to eat. I don't want to eat chicken. I don't want to eat goats, cows, name them. I just want to eat rabbit." And for those of you who were born 200 years ago, rabbit was very scarce. Okay, it was very scarce. So only the nobles, only the kings, only royalties, the elite could afford it. So people hardly see a live rabbit. Okay, so and the king wanted to just eat rabbit. And then he added something. He said, "Look, I can only accept you if you have 1,000 rabbits." Okay, so everybody was going to look for how they could get 1,000 rabbits. Now, this is the way different people reacted to it. Okay, some that are pessimists look at it and say the king doesn't know what he's talking about. He's too young, and it's not even good to give young people crown. And that's why he's thinking of 1,000 rabbits. Where are they going to get 1,000 rabbits from? So they left and went to their homes. And guess what? They are actually right in their own way. And then you have other people apart from the pessimists, you have the optimists, like the warriors, the hunters. You know what they did? They went straight to the bush. And guess what? They started hunting for rabbits. They started looking for rabbits anywhere they could find rabbits. And then you have this set of people too who are the thieves. So they waited for the hunters and for the warriors to gather rabbits so they could steal these rabbits from them. So everybody were just hustling, chasing rabbits. But then there's this guy, who just sat down and was thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and couldn't get his thought around anything. He decided to say, okay, fine, to consult an elder. He met the elder and said, "Look, I have this problem." The elder said, "Yeah, I know. It's about the rabbit thing." He said, "Yes." He said, "What do you think I can do?" And then the elder said, "Look, you can actually do this." And he said, "No, I can't. Because you know why? I am not a warrior. I'm not a hunter. I don't have this kind of fancy skills to be able to capture this rabbit." He said, "Look, you're a farmer." And he said, "What has farming got to do with gathering rabbit?" He said, "What does rabbit eat?" He said, "Oh, they eat carrots." He said, "Grow carrots." And then the farmer said, "Oh, I don't know how to grow carrots. I only grow sugarcane." I said, "No, learn how to grow carrots. Build a carrot farm." Okay, and that is where this farmer decided to build a carrot farm. And as you all know, it takes about 90 days for a carrot to be grown up to maturity. So in 3 months, rabbits started coming down to the farm, started going to the farm. And then before you know it, he had 1,000, 10,000 rabbits. And that was it. I hope you understand what this story is all about. Okay. Most times we are chasing the elusive, we are chasing money, we are looking for chasing business, chasing customers, chasing, and then we are in hustling mode. And if you do business for a while, it is time to start seeing how to attract instead of chase. And that's where this message is centered on. Okay, so you start seeing how you can attract your customers, you can attract this money you're looking for instead of what? Instead of chasing them. So we also want to, I want to say something like, I know you'll be thinking and say, okay, what is your carrot farm? Okay, what is your carrot farm? So what kind of farm are you trying to do? What are you trying to grow? What is your carrot farm? So that's a question you continue to ask. And I don't want you to look at, oh, the skills I don't have, the this thing. No, just look at what is that particular thing I want to do. And we are going to be looking at it, and we're going to be seeing how AI can help you power this carrot farm. I only have about 10 minutes to do this, and then we'll have another 5 minutes for questions. And before I check out of here, for somebody greater than me to come and continue. So, how can AI help you? Okay, as a tool to build a carrot farm. There are different things you can do. Sometimes people just sit down and they can decide to just look at a particular business they're interested in, okay, and they see how AI can help them power this business, okay. For example, if I'm interested in gadgets, for example, I don't have to own a shop, okay. I don't have to start opening shop in Banex or in Kakuri or in Amadu Bello in Kaduna or any of these places, okay. I can decide to do what? Create content around gadgets, talk about phones, the latest phones, talk about how to manage your phones, how to maintain your phones, talk about your laptops, the different kind of laptop for gamers laptop. There are so many topics, and the good thing is AI can assist you in generating topics for this kind of content. Okay, so you can go to ChatGPT, you can go to Gemini, and then you ask questions and say, look at what I want to do. Okay, can you generate maybe 40 topics for this particular month? And guess what? AI will help you generate it. And that's exactly what we are talking about. And then you can decide to start growing a content in that direction. Okay. So that is exactly what you can do. If you want to maybe run a restaurant, you can start talking about food. Okay. That is what we are saying. So you are out there talking about that particular thing you want to do. That's your carrot farm. That's your carrot farm. There's no two way about it. This is 2025. If you want to run any of this business, it's your carrot farm. You start building one. You don't start maybe waiting until you open a restaurant or a fitness center or any of those things. And then you feel like you're actually doing something. One thing I want you to understand is when this farmer was building that carrot farm, he looked as if he was not doing anything meaningful. People were busy gathering rabbits. Some have caught 10, 15, 20, 30, and he was just still building a carrot farm. You understand? And that is exactly what we are supposed to do. So look at one thing you want to build in your business, your brand, your anything you want to build, and start building it. And then you'll be very, very consistent at it. Make sure if it is text content or anything you want to do, make sure you're consistent. If it is everyday post you want to make it every day. If it is every week, stay consistent and then build it and be consistent. Build it, build it, build it, build it. Over time, your success will begin to compound. I can tell you this for free. It will begin to compound. And guess what? It will begin to attract all those things you never knew exist, even in your business. Okay, another thing you can do is for people who are not interested in maybe selling any products. You can do affiliate marketing, by the way, and where you meet certain people that own shops, and then if they buy from you, then you make certain amount of money from it, and it is just seamless. It is easy. So you have a plugin and all that. That's by the way. Another thing you can also do is you can also grow a social media platform, okay, and then sell it. Okay, I can decide to say, okay, fine, this is what I want to do. I want to grow a social media platform that talks about travels. Okay, I want to grow another one that talks about maybe pets. I want to grow another one that talks about gadgets, and I'm busy growing it. So when I grow a YouTube channel, a TikTok channel, a Facebook platform, page, any of these things, when I grow it to a reasonable point, I can sell it. I can sell it. Okay, so that's the beautiful thing in it. I can easily just sell them. So you look for what you want to do and then you grow them. So, but what I'm advising you is try as much as possible to be known for something. So build a brand. You have something you are very consistent in, And then you can go ahead and build a faceless channel for other things you want to do, things you want to sell to these other brands. Okay, so it is very important you don't forget that. Okay, there are so many things you can do with AI and how AI can help you build your business, and that's what we are looking at. Today I have extra 5 minutes to take on this topic. Another thing you can actually do is your AI agents. Okay, if you're tech savvy a little bit, you can actually build AI agents that will help different organizations for different things they want to do. Okay, and then you can also have what we call maybe AI automations. Okay, how you can automate certain process. And so people will be asking, what's the difference between AI agents and automation? So you have, let's say you have two robots, right? One just repeats certain things every morning. You set it to just say good morning, good morning. By 7 a.m., you want it to just say good morning. So every 7 a.m., it says good morning. That's automation. So, but the AI agent thinks, okay, and the robot will think, oh, hello, good morning. How are you doing, Matthew? And then Matthew will respond, and then it will continue on and on and on and on. Okay, so remember, we are talking about Carrot Farm, okay, and how AI can help you power it. Okay, so ensure you build one. So I want you to be asking yourself, okay, what is that thing I want to do? That's exactly what you're going to be asking yourself at the end of this conference, okay, this seminar. Ask yourself, what is that particular thing I want to do? So at the end of the day, you don't just invest your time with us, you ensure there's one specific thing you are starting at the end of the day. So how do you build this? Find something you are very comfortable with. Okay, find a niche you are comfortable with. Okay, so if it is, and then build from the end in mind. What do you want to do with it? Oh, okay, fine. I want to sell this platform. Okay, or I want to build a brand and be known for this platform. Oh, I'm interested in maybe selling maybe home appliances. I'm interested in running a restaurant. You look for that specific thing you are interested in and start building. That's what I'm recommending. But you have certain people too who are civil servants, okay? They can't put their face out there behind a business. I have something very, very good for you, but I'm coming to that. So you can come up, but for people who maybe they have their own private business and they can put their face out there, beautiful news. Put your face behind a particular niche. Okay, put your face behind a particular niche. So don't ask yourself, oh, what is I don't like my voice. Look, Kelechi, I'm telling you this. For those of you that have been in my class before, I don't like my voice. I don't like listening to myself. Okay, but you know what? I have people who like listening to me. So guess what? I'm not doing it for me. So what I just need to do is to come out and still do this, even though I don't like listening to my voice. So that's how it works. You don't like your face, put your face out there. There are people who are in love with your face, put it out there. So don't allow anything to stop you. What we are just saying is put your brand out there in the faces of people. Okay, before you know it, people will start, connecting you with that particular thing you are talking about, and rabbits will start coming to your farm. So for those of you that are civil servants, okay, or you work in a private organization and you can't put your face out there, there's something we call faceless channels. Okay, so build a faceless channel. So look for a particular niche you are interested in and then build a faceless channel. So and the good thing with faceless channel is you can build it. You can even use like 11 Labs, certain things to build it. Okay, and then you build a whole faceless channels. You continue growing it to the point when you can either monetize it or you can either sell it. Okay, so that is exactly what we expect you to do. That is your own farm. That is your own farm in 2025. You don't have to sleep on it. Okay, so you just build it. So I hope by now you are preparing your question. We have less than a minute to go to our question and answer sections, and I hope you have a few questions for me to respond to. So you can start asking your questions so I can respond to them. Another thing you can do is, I happen to have certain relationship with a radio station, and I know people pay a lot of money for voiceovers. So you can either learn how to do that and put your face out there as a voiceover artist, or you can even use certain things like 11 Labs and so many things to build one. Okay, and then you can do it on and on and on and on. Before you know it, you start having clients that are coming for adverts, for different things like that, for you to run a voiceover. So this is the end of my session. So we are going to questions and answers. If you have any question, please ask so I can respond to them. All right. So Aisha is asking that they are going to be practicals. This is not a practical session. This is a session that is going to just help us, just expose us to different things you can do, and then you can decide to zoom in on anything you want to do. Okay, there's no practical session in this. And okay, I have my friend here, Oku Ojon Aaron. He said voiceover is a good niche. Yes, it's a very, very good niche. It's a niche that many people have not really tapped into in Nigeria. So the best AI software for it, I'm not advertising them, but you have your 11 labs. Okay, it's a bit pricey, but they are very, very clean when you look at their audio. So somebody is saying more clarity on AI agents. Yeah, you have these AI agents. They help you perform different kind of tasks. Okay, they can help you manage for customer relationship management. Okay, they can help you in different tasks. Maybe post on social media, reply your clients. They can help you write copies. So they are agents that are developed, okay, by maybe you have some that you need to learn how to code a little bit so you can know how to design AI agents. Anyway, so that's basically what it is. Somebody said thank you for the brief but exciting class. How it's a very brief. Oh, okay. I say, how do you monetize or sell your brand? Thank you. I'm Dr. Isa Saidu. Okay, so thank you very much, Doctor. And it's asking, how do you monetize and sell your brand? So different platforms have how you do this. Okay.
Let Mr. Casey take a few questions while we fix the main link up. All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Uy. All right. So, but you can hear me right now. So I'm going to look at 30 questions. All right. So you can hear me. Okay, so Saidu Isa said I've not answered your question. Okay, what's your question again? You can ask it so I can respond to it. I don't know if it's the network or anything that made me not to answer your question. Okay, you're asking how do you monetize or sell your brand? Saidu Isa, I believe I've answered that. I said you are going to have okay, when you are monetizing a particular channel, right? It takes a lot to do so. One, different platforms have their different criteria. Okay, so YouTube can tell you, okay, you need 4,000 watch hours, you need 10 million views, and then you need 1,000 subscribers. That's YouTube. So I'll just respond for YouTube alone. You also have TikTok, they have theirs. Facebook, they have theirs. So different social media platforms have their own criteria. Okay, the threshold you should get to before your channel can be monetized. But YouTube monetization, social media monetization is just a subset of your revenue stream. Okay, you can have brands that can meet you and say, okay, advertise for us. That's where the big money comes in. Okay, so the most important thing is for you to just stay consistent, continue to do it until you start getting the numbers, until you get noticed. So I hope I've been able to respond to that question. Okay, thank you very much, Aisha. You say we can hear you and the audio is back. Yeah, I'm glad the audio is very back. So there's so many things I didn't even mention. The voiceover artist, I said you can write, you can maybe have audio books, and so many things you can also do that you can do with AI. Yeah, so people can write books and you translate it to audio. You just transcribe it to audio, and then you'll be able to do that effectively. So somebody said, please, I need more explanation of faceless channel. I think I was explaining that, and I said these are channels you have. It doesn't have your face behind it. Okay, you have so many of them. Okay, or am I getting repeat questions here? So you don't have your face behind it. So you can just have your logo, call the channel anything you want to call the channel, but you don't have your particular face behind it. So the examples of the different faceless channels. Okay, so let me see if I can take some few questions before I exit. Okay. a bit vague. You need to ask your question. Can you all hear me from this angle? Okay, somebody's asking, please, Eze Gabriel, say, please, what AI tools and prompts can I use for my final year project? Don't worry, somebody greater than I do, his name is Mr. Prince. He will respond to your question. I can hear you now, sir. I miss your intro. Oh, okay, fine, we'll do something about it. All right, so I want to thank you all for this. For those of you who said my class is short, maybe we enjoyed it a little bit more than we expected. So it looked very short. I'm glad it looked short instead of boring. I want to thank each and every one of you for the time you have invested in us. So we're going to see the question and answer session at the end of it. Thank you very much for your time.